Hey guys, welcome back to the Parkerverse. This week, celebrating the channel's 4th year, I bring you guys a brand new home screen setup to join our collection. And this one might just be my new favorite. From one of my all-time favorite animes, straight from Death Note with a request score of over 15,000, I bring you the world-renowned L.
Kira. It seems we're getting closer to each other in equal steps. It's only a matter of time before we collide. So be it. Kira needs a face and a name in order to commit murder. Please do not give out your name so carelessly. I have lost the battle, but I'm not going to lose the war. 私はエルです。
Just like the rest in the series, I'm going to show you exactly how you can take your boring Android home screens and turn them into something like this. So if you want to see more like this, as well as other Android tips and tricks, make sure to like and subscribe. Oh, and don't forget to get your favorite images animated. Make sure to submit them right within the Epic Live Wallpaper app itself. And of course, don't forget to boost them right to the top, with the #1 ranking request made on a weekly basis. So don't miss out. So here he is, the legendary detective himself, L. Now, as you could probably tell, I've strayed ever so slightly from the original submitted image, but I'm sure you Death Note fans out there are definitely going to love how clean this one came out. And I've made sure to sprinkle in a couple little extra details with our hard at work right on our screens. And to go with this clean live wallpaper, I've made sure to contemporize the home screen to match, with a bold standout text-based time and date widget right at the top of our screens. And those eagle-eyed of you may have already spotted this battery level indicator, which I'm actually using as the app dock background. Overall, it's a super clean setup with everything you'll ever need right at a glance. To replicate this home screen on your Android phones, all you're going to need is Nova Launcher, KWGT for all of the widgets, and finishing things off as icing on the cake, we're using Hex Installer. Now don't worry, I'll leave a link for everything that you'll need down in the video description below. But before we get started, make sure to smash that like button, it will really help out the channel. So let's kick things off with some Nova Launcher tweaks. Starting with removing that notification bar from our home screens to give us this clean look. For this, within Nova Launcher settings, just simply head into the look and feel section, and under notifications, make sure to disable this option right here. So now that we have that out the way, let's make a couple more changes within Nova Launcher to get this comfy icon set up. So just head into the home screen section, and starting right at the top with the desktop grid, we want to set that to 5 across and 11 down. After which, for the icons themselves, we're first going to turn off their labeling and then decrease their size. Now, as for our home screen dock itself, make sure to head into it and disable it. So now that we have the basic setup, let's move on to our home screen app icon. Giving us this circular black and transparent look is the Dark Void pack. Just simply head to Nova Launcher's look and feel section and then set the pack as your system icons, just as I'm showing here. Now, before we go any further, let's grab ourselves this awesome live wallpaper. For this, just simply head over to my custom collection app, Epic Live Wallpapers, and you'll find it there. And remember, if you want me to animate one of your favorite images, make sure to submit it right within the app itself. And of course, don't forget to boost it higher up the list. And every week, I'll be making the #1 ranked request. Now it's time for the KWGT widgets, but right before we get into it, we need to first make one final Nova Launcher tweak, and I promise this is going to be the very last one. So within the home screen section, just scroll all the way to the bottom of the list, where you're going to find both of these overlapping options, which you want to make sure to toggle on. So now that we have that out of the way, let's move on to our KWGT widgets. So starting things off with this bold text-based date and time indicator. Straight from the outline pack is widget 106. Just simply start by loading in a KWGT layout to your home screen, and then you want to resize it so it looks something like this. And once done, because it is overlapping our home screen app icons, we're also going to long press it and select the option to send it to the back. Now within KWGT, we're going to start things off by adjusting the widget size. To do this, just simply head over to the layer tab and adjust the scale option. For my screen size, a small adjustment to 80.5 was perfect. Now next up, let's change the color of the widget. To do this, just simply head back to the item list, and then by using the plus button in the top right of our screens, we're going to add in a new shape item. Head into it and then start maxing out its size until it fills up all of your canvas. After which, let's head over to its paint tab and then apply this custom color code. And finally, to apply it to the rest of the widget, just simply change its filter from normal to multiply. Now finally, to get the widget to sit perfectly on top of the window frame of the live wallpaper. For this, using the tick boxes, just simply make sure to select both of the items and then hit the move icon that will appear in the top right hand side of your screen. Now just set the Y offset to -10. And of course, goes without saying, make sure to hit save before you leave. So now on to the second widget of the setup, this battery level indicating icon backdrop. This one you're not going to find in any KWGT pack, because we're actually going to craft this ourselves right within KWGT itself. So here, let's start things off once again by loading in a KWGT layout to our home screens and then resize it to match my look. And once done, because it is overlapping our home screen app icons, we're also going to long press it and select the option to send it to the back. Now within KWGT itself, we're going to start things off by clicking the create button to open up a blank canvas. So now here, using the plus button in the top right of our screens, we're going to add in a new progress item, which luckily for us, by default is already set up to indicate your phone's battery level. So all we have to do is head into the item itself, and using the style tab, we just need to adjust its size and height until we get to a look that we're happy with. And finally, using the color tab, I'm also going to set its opacity for both the FG and BG colors to 50%, just as I'm showing here. And now wrapping up the setup, we're using Hex Installer. This is going to give you a nice AMOLED friendly black backdrop with the colors of the theme splashed across your whole system, including the notification panel. Just use the color codes that I'm showing on screen. Or alternatively, you can get a similar result using the app OneShade. Now if you like this video and want to see more just like this, make sure to hit that like button as well as subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next one. And as for your live wallpaper requests, make sure to boost them right within the Epic Live Wallpaper app itself. See you guys next time on Into the Parkerverse.